Welcome to the rich tapestry of cosmic whispers and earthly counsels, a woven saga of strength, wisdom, and the undeniable presence of the Great Father archetype in African traditions. But one might wonder, why embark on this exploration? Why delve into the narratives that sculpt the skies and shape the lands and guide the moral compass of a constellation of cultures so varied and vast? What is there within these stories and symbols that resonate not just with men but with women and indeed all of humanity? At the heart of this exploration lies a profound curiosity about the essence of creation, the weaving of wisdom into the fabric of daily life, and the immortal lessons of morality and leadership. The Great Father, whispers of Cosmos and Counsel in African traditions, unveils not just a figure of divine masculinity or a singular paternal deity, but a mosaic of powerful presences shaping existence, from the expansive universe to the intricate dynamics of human societies. Why investigate the Great Father alongside his complement, the Great Mother? Engaging with this duality allows us to understand how equilibrium is maintained in the cosmos and within our cultures, realizing that both energies are essential for creation and sustenance and guidance. Exploring the Great Father archetype unfolds the layers of strength and vulnerability, authority and nurture, wisdom and simplicity that define not just a gendered role but the collective human experience. As we traverse through narratives from ancient Egypt's resurrecting Osiris to the Yoruba's wisdom-bearing Orunmila, from the Igbo's destiny-decreeing Chukwu to the Shona's ancestral lions, we embark on a journey across time and tradition. Through these tales, we discover how masculinity is envisioned, revered, and invoked within African traditions, and how these visions influence the world beyond their origins. But why is this important for both men and women to explore? Because understanding these archetypes, the Great Father and the Great Mother, in their symbiosis, empowers us to recognize the comprehensive nature of our beings. It allows us to identify with parts of ourselves that society might relegate to shadows or highlight in the spotlight. It guides us to find balance within and fosters appreciation for the diverse expressions of strength, leadership, wisdom, and nurturing around and within us. Let this exploration be an invitation not just to learn but to reflect on our own places within the cosmos and our communities. How do we embody the virtues of the Great Father? How do we instill these teachings in our lives and in those we influence? Amidst tales of divinity and humanity, let us discover the timeless whispers of wisdom, the guiding light through darkness, and the strength to create and transform. Intrigued? Journey with me through the Great Father, whispers of Cosmos and Counsel in African traditions, where each chapter becomes a stepping stone into realms where gods rule not just as creators but as mentors, guardians, and keepers of the order. An exploration that promises to reveal as much about divine archetypes as it does about the essence of our own humanity. Chapter 1: The Pillar of Creation, the Great Father in African Cosmogony. Unveiling the origins and roles of the Great Father as a creator and shaper of the universe, the symbiosis of masculine and feminine in the fabric of existence. Introduction: The foundations of existence, tracing the cosmic paternity. This section introduces the central concept of the Great Father in African cosmogony, setting the stage to explore the figure's pervasive influence in the creation mythology and the embodiment of the masculine principle. The introduction establishes the parameters of understanding the Great Father's role as a cosmological pillar, supporting and shaping the universe while emphasizing the interaction between masculine and feminine energies in generating and sustaining life. What ignites the spark of existence? Across the rich tapestry of African cosmogony, narratives converge on a compelling figure, the Great Father, a foundational pillar of creation whose influence weaves through the vast essence of life. This profound archetype embodies the commanding and nurturing forces of the masculine principle, crafting from the void a structured cosmos that echoes with the rhythms of creation, preservation, and destruction. As we embark on this exploration, we reveal the unparalleled depth of the Great Father's role, not merely as a deity of supreme authority, but as a dynamic sustainer and shaper of universal harmony. In the diverse landscapes of African spirituality, the Great Father emerges in various incarnations, sometimes veiled in mystery as the unseen mover of the celestial spheres, as the tangible protector and provider whose hands mold the earth. This duality of presence captures the essence of cosmic paternity, a force both abstract and profoundly intimate, whose influence permeates the natural and supernatural realms. It is within this complex interplay of seen and unseen forces that we uncover the soul of African cosmological thought, where the Great Father stands as a testament to the power of genesis and continuity. Yet, to grasp the full spectrum of the Great Father's influence, one must also consider the delicate dance with the Great Mother. Herein lies the cosmic balance, for as the Great Father lays the foundations of existence, it is in union with the feminine that the breath of life animates the clay, weaving together the threads of life into a vibrant tapestry. This partnership illustrates a fundamental truth. Creation is not the domain of one, but the harmonious collaboration of dualities, where masculine and feminine energies converge to birth worlds. This exploration challenges us to reconceive the fabric of existence, inviting us to view the Great Father not merely as an isolated deity of might and dominion, but as a vital participant in the dance of creation. In this cosmic ballet, the Great Father's role transcends the act of creation. It encompasses the guiding light of wisdom, the steadfastness of protection, and the renewal of life, reflecting a model of leadership and care that transcends the boundaries of mythology to touch the core of human experience. As we delve deeper into this narrative, we are called to reflect on the resonance of these ancient archetypes in our contemporary understanding of the masculine. The stories of the Great Father, woven into the fabric of African cosmology, offer profound insights into the nature of existence, leadership, and the interdependent web of life, reminding us of the enduring power of myth to shape our perceptions and our realities. The journey through the heart of cosmic paternity is both an expedition back to the roots of African spiritual thought and a voyage inward to the archetypal landscapes that dwell within us. In tracing the cosmic paternity of the Great Father, we not only unearth the foundations of existence, but also encounter a mirror reflecting our deepest aspirations and challenges, inspiring us to conceive anew our place within the cosmos and our connection to the forces that sculpt the universe. Section 1. Amun, the hidden architect of life. Exploring the concept of the invisible creator, delving into the mythology of Amun, often celebrated as the king of the gods in ancient Egyptian religion, as the supreme creator whose presence is both hidden and pervasive. The analysis focuses on the concept of the unseen force behind creation, symbolized by pillars of air and wind, emblematic of the breath of life, an ethereal but fundamental masculine force, symbols of power and generativity. The ram and the goose, associated with Amun as creative forces, underscoring masculinity's role in procreation and life sustenance. In the vast expanse of ancient Egyptian mythology, where gods and goddesses command the elements and guide the fates of both living and the dead, emerges Amun, the hidden architect of life. Often hailed as the king of the gods, Amun embodies a profound mystery at the core of existence, the unseen force that breathes life into the cosmos. Unlike the tangible manifestations of power and protection associated with other deities, Amun's essence whispers through the breeze and stirs in the gentle currents of air, unseen yet omnipresent. This ethereal yet fundamental masculine force represents the breath of life, an underlying principle that sustains all creation without revealing itself to the naked eye. It's a motif that speaks to the unseen aspects of fatherhood, protection, provision, and guidance that operate not through overt displays but through subtle, pervasive influence. Within this paradigm, Amun's association with pillars of air and wind is emblematic of his role as a support structure of existence. These metaphoric pillars do not just uphold the physical universe but also invigorate it with life-giving breath, mirroring the essential yet often understated role that father figures play in nurturing and sustaining life. The invisible qualities of air and wind attributed to Amun stimulate reflection on the unseen yet indispensable support that the Great Father archetype provides in African cosmogony and beyond, an unwavering presence that shapes destinies and comforts in times of need without ever dominating the landscape of our lives. Moving beyond the invisible essence of Amun, we encounter the more tangible symbols of his generative power, the ram and the goose. The ram, with its formidable horns, symbolizes strength, virility, and the force of creation, echoing the paternal role in procreation and the continuity of life. This depiction of Amun challenges us to contemplate the balance between the seen and unseen aspects of masculinity, the physical strength and protectiveness openly displayed, and hidden depths of nurturing and life-sustaining energy. Similarly, the goose, often depicted in Egyptian art as heralding Amun's presence, symbolizes the generative aspects of his nature. The goose's call, piercing through silence, can be seen as the proclamation of life's beginning, an apt metaphor for the moment of creation itself. Here, Amun's connection to the animal kingdom enriches our understanding of the Great Father archetype, bridging the gap between the divine and natural world and underscoring the interconnectedness of all creation. In juxtaposition to the Great Mother, who is frequently celebrated for her visible fertility and nurturing, Amun's portrayal provides a complementary narrative. While the Great Mother might be associated with earth, water, and the tangible aspects of nurturing, Amun encapsulates the essence of fatherhood as a cosmic principle, the guiding intellect, the protective breeze, and the quiet strength that guides without constraining. Together, these archetypes illuminate the balanced dynamics of creation, where masculine and feminine forces interplay seamlessly, each contributing to the tapestry of life in its unique way. In exploring the mythology of Amun, we delve into a rich narrative that invites us to reconsider our perceptions of paternal influence and the essence of creation itself. The hidden architect of life beckons us to acknowledge the profound impact of that which remains unseen, the foundation upon which the physical world stands and evolves. Herein lies a provocative, inspiring journey into the heart of the Great Father archetype, revealing a universe sustained by both the seen and unseen forces of its creators. Section 2. Olodumare, the supreme authority in Yoruba cosmology. Fatherhood as divine order. investigation of Olodumare, the Yoruba supreme being embodying ultimate authority, order, and creation, discussing on how the sky and rain as symbols linked to Olodumare represent paternal nurturing and the vital contribution to life's continuity, the pillar of light as guidance. This section will elaborate on Olodumare's symbol, the spectrum of light, representing knowledge, clarity, and the moral guidance in the vast cosmos, reflecting high concepts of masculine wisdom and leadership. From the breath of Amun that births life into existence through the invisible currents of air, we transition seamlessly to the domain of Olodumare, the supreme authority in Yoruba cosmology. In the rich tapestry of Yoruba beliefs, Olodumare stands as the pinnacle of divine order, wielding ultimate authority over the cosmos. This supreme being, unlike the hidden architect Amun, is celebrated through symbols of overt power and cosmic order, the sky and the rain, emblems of paternal nurturing and the sustenance of life. Olodumare's reign over the sky and endless expanse over us represents the boundless reach of fatherly wisdom and protection. It's a domain that oversees all, ensuring harmony and order in the universe, akin to a father's watchful gaze over his household. Rain descending from Olodumare's celestial domain serves as a life-giving force essential for growth and regeneration. Here, the symbol diverges from the ethereal guidance of wind to a tangible nourishment of the earth, demonstrating a father's role not only as a provider of wisdom but also as a direct contributor to the sustenance of his progeny. This celestial downpour, invoking images of fertility and abundance typically associated with the Great Mother archetype, highlights a complementary aspect of the Great Father, nurturing the earth and its inhabitants with vital rain. Amidst this narrative of care and authority, Olodumare's association with the spectrum of light offers profound insight into the essence of fatherhood and leadership. Light, in its clarity and brilliance, stands as a metaphor for knowledge and enlightenment, guiding humanity through the obscurities of life. The light spectrum, encompassing visible light and beyond, symbolizes the vastness of wisdom that the Great Father imparts on his children, guiding, enlightening, and leading by example. This illumination in the darkness mirrors a father's role as a beacon of moral clarity and ethical direction in a world fraught with uncertainties. This luminous guidance contrasts yet complements the maternal archetype's embrace, emphasizing the balance and harmony between the maternal nurturing and paternal guidance. While the Great Mother might envelope her children in warmth and care, closely tied to the elements of earth and water, Olodumare's paternal archetype extends this nurturing into the realms of education, moral instruction, and the establishment of order. It's a dynamic interplay where warmth meets light, where intimacy meets authority, illustrating the holistic approach to nurturing and governance embodied within African cosmologies. In venerating Olodumare, we uncover layers of meaning in the concepts of fatherhood, order, and wisdom. The supreme authority in Yoruba cosmology represents an archetype that is both a provider and protector, whose nurturing extends beyond the material to encompass the moral and spiritual development of society. Through the narratives of Olodumare, the essence of the Great Father is revealed not just as a creator and sustainer, but also as a guiding light in the ethical and intellectual growth of humanity, resonating with the profound, enduring impact of paternal influence in shaping the cosmos and the moral compass within it. Section 3. Ngai, the divine provider among the Kikuyu. Mountains as pillars of strength, focusing on Ngai of the Kikuyu people of Kenya, where the deity resides on Mount Kenya, using the mountain as a pivotal symbol of unwavering strength, fertility, and a source of life. Water as a life-giving force descending from the mountain, thus highlighting the paternal aspect of protection and provision. The symbolism of the sacred tree, analysis of the mugumo fig tree as an emblem of connection between heaven and earth, stability and continuity of life under Ngai's paternal care. Transitioning from the celestial guidance of Oludumare's light, we now turn our gaze towards the earthbound magnificence of Ngai, the divine provider among the Kikuyu people of Kenya. Ngai, whose residence is believed to be atop the majestic Mount Kenya, offers a compelling portrayal of the Great Father archetype embroidered within the fabric of the natural world. Here, we observe how the terrestrial embodiments of strength, fertility, and life itself are intricately connected to the paternal role of protection and provision. Mount Kenya, rising above the landscape of East Africa, stands not just as a geological marvel but as a living testament to Ngai's indomitable presence. This mountain, the second highest peak on the continent, is venerated as a pillar of strength, embodying both the physical and spiritual attributes of Ngai's fatherly essence. The mountain, with its towering presence and snow-capped peak, serves as a source of awe and reverence, its very existence a constant reminder of Ngai's protective vigil over his children. The waters that flow from its heights, nourishing the lands below, symbolize the transformative power of life that emanates from this paternal deity. Here, the masculine principle is manifest not only in the provision of physical sustenance but in the spiritual fortitude that sustains the community's heart. Complementing this mighty symbol, the mugumo or fig tree unfolds another layer of Ngai's paternal care. This sacred tree, deeply rooted in the soils of the Kikuyu homeland, stretches its branches heavenward as if to bridge the realms of the divine and the earthly. The mugumo tree embodies stability and continuity, foundational characteristics of the Great Father. It's under the canopy of this tree that offerings are made and counsel held, signifying the sacred tree's role as a mediator and protector. Much like Ngai himself, through the mugumo, Ngai's blessings descend, reinforcing the bonds between the spiritual and physical, the ephemeral and the enduring. The juxtaposition of Mount Kenya and the mugumo tree as symbols of Ngai's protective and nurturing capacity offers a vivid contrast to the fluidity typically associated with the Great Mother archetype, traditionally represented by water and earth. While the Great Mother embodies creation through gestation and birth, Ngai's paternal embodiment through mountains and trees underscores endurance, permanence, and a fortress-like protection. Yet, in examining these differences, one uncovers the symbiotic nature of these archetypes. The mugumo's roots in the earth speak to the Great Mother's domain, while its branches, reaching skyward, mirror the ascent of Mount Kenya, aligning with the Great Father's celestial aspect. These symbols, married within the landscape of Kenyan mythology, conjure a nuanced understanding of the masculine role in safeguarding and nurturing life. Ngai, through his domains of mountain and tree, encapsulates the essence of the Great Father, demonstrating that the patriarch's duty extends beyond mere provision to embodying the pillars of strength, continuity, and spiritual communion. In the narrative of Ngai, the Great Father archetype achieves a compelling representation, one that is deeply interwoven with the threads of nature and the cosmos, illustrating an inspiring vision of fatherhood as both a guardian of the present and a sentinel guiding towards the future. Through such vivid embodiments, the reverence of the Great Father archetype in African spirituality not only nurtures the soil of the present, but plants seeds of wisdom and strength for generations to come. Section 4. Chukwu, the all-powerful father in Igbo belief. Chukwu as the great creator and sustainer, an examination of the Igbo Chukwu, who not only creates the world and everything in it, but also maintains the cosmic balance, showcasing the overarching responsibility often associated with fatherhood. Solar imagery as masculine vitality, the sun as a symbol of Chukwu's enduring presence, life-giving energy, and the cyclical nature of time and existence, signifying the immutable truths and eternal aspects of the masculine principle. Shifting our exploration from Ngai's towering presence and the sacred Mugumo tree, we delve into the heart of Igbo spirituality to discover Chukwu, the all-powerful father whose essence permeates every aspect of existence. Chukwu stands as the epitome of the great father archetype within Igbo belief, embodying the dual roles of creator and steadfast guardian of the cosmic balance. This profound embodiment provides an illuminating aspect on the multifaceted nature of fatherhood that extends from the realm of creation to the perpetual flow of life's sustaining forces. Chukwu's designation as the great creator speaks to an elemental force from which all life springs forth. He is credited with the fashioning of the world and all its inhabitants, a testament to the inexhaustible potency and creative impulse often associated with paternal divinity. Yet, Chukwu's role surpasses mere creation. He is the sustainer of the universe he has brought into being. This mirrors the archetypal responsibility of fatherhood, a continuous commitment to nurture and maintain the harmony and well-being of the family, mirroring the larger cosmic equilibrium. Through Chukwu's guardians, the world exists not as a static creation, but as a dynamic living system upheld by divine providence. Central to understanding Chukwu's paternal authority and vigor is the solar imagery often associated with his divine persona. The sun, a universal symbol of life-giving energy and boundless vitality, encapsulates Chukwu's everlasting presence and benevolence. Its rising and setting not only demarcate the passage of time, but also symbolize the cyclical nature of existence, growth, flourishing, decline, and rebirth, reflecting the immutable truths held within the masculine principle. This celestial body's unfaltering course mirrors the Great Father's unwavering dependability, his light a guide for the moral and spiritual journey of humanity. In juxtaposition to the Great Mother archetype, frequently represented by the nurturing embrace of the earth and the mysterious depths of water, Chukwu's solar symbolism introduces a compelling counterpoint, where the Great Mother might be seen as a vessel that contains and nurtures. Chukwu, as the sun, is the external force that emanates and sustains, his warmth coaxing life from the earth's womb. This complementary dynamic exemplifies the balance between receiving and giving, introspection and expression, conservation and expansion, fundamental dualities that underpin the cosmos. By examining Chukwu within the framework of the Great Father archetype, we uncover a profound narrative on paternal divinity's intricate nature. In Igbo spirituality, Chukwu embodies not only the quintessence of creation and sustenance, but also serves as a beacon of wisdom, guiding humanity towards understanding life's sacred rhythms and the inherent balance that governs all existence. Through the lens of Chukwu Solar's imagery, we behold an inspiring vista of fatherhood that illuminates the path of growth and renewal, bridging the terrestrial and the celestial. In the enduring light of Chukwu, the Great Father emerges as a guardian of both the present and the unfolding future, offering a fertile ground for reflections on the paternal role in nurturing life and maintaining the universe's delicate harmony. This exploration into the heart of Igbo belief reveals the rich tapestry of African spirituality, where the Great Father archetype in its myriad forms serves as a cornerstone for understanding the universal principles of creation, protection, and perpetual continuity. Section 5. Osiris, the embodiment of resurrection and fertility in Egyptian mythology. The cycle of death and rebirth. This section explores Osiris's dual role in providing the fertility of Egypt through the flooding of the Nile and his role as a deity of the afterlife, thus embodying the cycles of life, death, and rebirth. A profundity of the masculine principle in nurturing and regenerative capacities. Pillars and the jade symbol. Examining the jade, an emblem of stability and continuity often associated with Osiris, interpreting it as the backbone of society and the universe, epitomizing the strength and resilience of the father figure. As we transition from the Igbo portrayal of Chukwu's luminous sovereignty and veer into the rich tapestry of Egyptian mythology, we encounter Osiris, a deity whose story is a masterclass in the themes of death, resurrection, and fertility. Osiris's narrative offers a profound study on the cyclic nature of existence, cementing his position as a paragon of the great father archetype, whose domains extend beyond creation to include the rebirth and sanctity of life's perpetual flow. Osiris's saga is both tragic and uplifting, encapsulating the undying essence of the masculine principle as it pertains to nurturing and regeneration. His death at the hands of his brother Set and subsequent resurrection through the magic of his wife Isis symbolizes the inexorable cycles of life, death, and rebirth. Osiris's revival is not just an act of magic, but a testament to the resilience and enduring love that form the bedrock of the cosmos. His story is a narrative echo of the annual flooding of the Nile, an event that brought both destruction and renewal, mirroring the very cycles Osiris presides over. This flooding was crucial for the fertility of Egypt, turning arid landscapes into fertile grounds, hence linking Osiris indelibly to the land's productivity and the well-being of the people. Through this connection, Osiris exemplifies the regenerative capacity attributed to the paternal, the ability to provide even in the face of adversities, synonymous with death. Equally significant to Osiris's character is the jade symbol, an emblem revered in ancient Egyptian culture for its meanings rooted in stability, durability, and continuity. Often interpreted as a column with a broad base and capital, it is reminiscent of a human spine, imbuing it with a sense of strength and resilience, the qualities that Osiris, as a great father, embodies. The jade is more than a symbol, it is a reverberation of the societal backbone, the profound strength holding communities together against the trials of time, just as Osiris's story offers hope and renewal to those grappling with loss. In comparing Osiris with the Great Mother archetypes, we see a vivid complementary where the feminine provides, nurtures, and envelopes. The masculine, through Osiris, safeguards the cycle of life, ensuring that death is but a transformative phase in the grand scheme of existence. It illustrates the equilibrium between the tangible nurturing of the present and the implicit promise of renewal, a harmony essential for the continuation of life. Osiris's portrayal within Egyptian mythology enriches our understanding of the Great Father archetype by adding layers of depth to the principle of paternal care. It stretches the bounds of fatherhood beyond the role of provider to include the custodian of life's sanctity, ensuring that from the death of the old springs the birth of the new. Through the prism of Osiris's legacy, we glean insights into the ancient Egyptians' worldview, one that saw life and death not as binary opposites, but as interconnected stages of a grand, cyclical journey, presided over by a deity who epitomizes the eternal resilience and regenerative essence at the heart of fatherhood. Thus, Osiris's narrative not only illuminates the ancient understanding of the Great Father's role, but also inspires contemporary reflections on our relationship with nature, the universe, and the enduring human spirit in its quest for renewal and meaning amidst the immutable cycles of existence. Conclusion: the cosmic paternities shaping the moral and natural world. consolidating insights from the various myths, deities, and symbols discussed, emphasizing the multifaceted roles of the Great Father as creator, sustainer, protector, and guide, reflecting on the integral balance and interplay between the masculine and feminine, illustrating how the Great Father figure, as represented through different cultures across Africa, shapes not just the cosmos but also lays the foundational values and moral structures within African societies. This discussion ties the themes of creation, authority, and regeneration back to the high concept of the masculine, underlining the continued relevance and reverence of the Great Father in the fabric of African spirituality and culture. Emerging from the elucidated narratives of Amun's invisible might, Oludumare's supreme governance and Ngai's protective embrace, Chukwu's universal equilibrium, and Osiris's cycle of death and rebirth, the Great Father archetype unfolds as a cornerstone of creation, sustenance, protection, and guidance. These richly woven stories transcend cultural borders, converging in a universal tapestry that charts the expansive duties and intricate qualities of the paternal principle across African cosmology and beyond. This Pan-African exploration reveals the Great Father not merely as a static figure of authority and provision, but as a dynamic force of renewal, balance, and moral fortitude. The myths studied convey that the essence of fatherhood, spanning from the ethereal to the earthbound, is integral to understanding the universe's fabric and our place in it. These stories trace the contours of the moral and natural worlds, suggesting that the figures we venerate shape not only our religious and spiritual outlooks, but lay the groundwork for societal ethics and environmental consciousness. An intriguing facet of this journey is a dialogic relationship between the Great Father and the Great Mother archetypes. Through them, creation myths and cosmologies articulate a profound synthesis of gendered energies. The Great Father's dominions, though marked by definitive masculine attributes such as strength, authority, and protective prowess, achieve their fullest expression not only in harmonious interplay with the feminine, emblematic of creation, nurturing, and life itself. This balance underscores a principle of complementary rather than opposition, weaving a narrative where masculinity and femininity together sustain the cyclical rhythms of birth, life, death, and rebirth. The enduring reverence of the Great Father in the spiritual and cultural life of African societies, and indeed its echo in global mythologies, highlights a universal recognition of the paternal principle's significance in navigating existence. It encapsulates an archetype deeply rooted in the human psyche, spanning generations and geographies, and reflecting the collective recognition of the masculine's role in guiding, nurturing, and preserving life. As we distill these insights, we encounter a revelatory framework for understanding the cosmos and our moral compass. The Great Father, in his various incarnations, shapes not just the material universe but also molds the ethical bedrock upon which societies stand. His narrative provides channels for transmitting timeless values, courage, justice, responsibility, and renewal. These stories imbue the individual quest for meaning with a cosmic significance, tethering personal growth to the seasonal rhythms of the natural world and the enduring cycle of creation that the Great Father oversees. In this light, the archetypal narratives of the Great Father serve as living vessels of ancient wisdom, compelling us to recognize our responsibilities to each other and to the earth that sustains us. They call upon us to embody the Great Father's qualities in confronting the challenges of our times, inspiring a harmonious balance with the feminine principles that govern life, urging us towards a future where regeneration and sustainability are at the heart of human endeavor. Thus, the Great Father archetype, with its profound depth and versatility, invites a reflective contemplation of our place in the universe. It encourages us to aspire to the heights of moral and spiritual leadership, symbolized by this timeless figure, beckoning us to forge paths grounded in balance, wisdom, and respect for the intricate dance of creation that shapes our world. In the next chapter, chapter 2, we will explore the warrior and the keeper, manifestations of authority and protection, exploring the dual roles of the Great Father as protector and enforcer within societal and mythological narratives, and the embodiment of justice, law, and societal order as fatherly duties. Thanks for joining me. Join me again next time. This is the House of Horus, signing out.